Hey here! We've got the Grace Little Rebel here at the stores, and we're so excited to talk more about this machine with you guys. I'm Megan with Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum, and I have been very impressed with this machine already. And so I'm going to talk about some of the included things that come out of the box to make your life easier when you take your Grace Little Rebel home. So one of the things is that they have this big, beautiful box with your instructions and product information. Legit, there are actual instructions in here, and I think it's important to take a look through them because there's some tips and tricks that are in there that you might not instinctually know. So, Grace is awesome at giving you a quick start guide, and what is so funny to me is they even remind you to cut out your pieces of your quilt when you're piecing. So I think that's pretty neat. They also talk about your presser foot and all of that. They give you task 8, quilt your sandwiches. They have all sorts of instructions in here that's just good reference material, no matter what level of a sewist you are, and no matter how many quilts you've ever made in your entire life. So it's also made out of a good quality material too, so that it's very easy to find. They also have a little reference guide, which I think is great as well. In this reference guide, it gives you an idea of how to thread the machine, when you're starting a new project, what do you need to do, where to oil the machine, and then kind of some troubleshooting tips and tricks on tension, because if you're using different thread, your tension might be a little bit different. So I think it's got some great materials just right out of the box with that. Of course, they have your heavy-duty instruction manual too, and in that manual, it even includes things like how to switch into quilting mode. And there's a couple of extra accessories that aren't with other machines, such as the hopping foot height tool. And what that does is it makes it so that when you put your foot on your machine, it puts it to the right height depending on what your quilt is. So you definitely want to go through the instructions and make sure everything is set up the way that it needs to be, because it will just make your quilting a dream when you get there. They've also got a couple of cute little tutorials, such as cutting your pieces, all of that. I believe this is actually a quilt pattern, which is cute. And they even have a little kit for you to do some practice pieces on straight out of the box. How cool is that? Of course, they have more troubleshooting tension and some information about Grace as a company as well. But let's talk about some of the other things you get out of the box. So first off, I love the little foot box that comes with the machine. I just think it's really cute, nice and convenient. Your feet won't get lost, especially because when I open it up, it has a slot for every single foot that this machine has. So right here, this empty space is the one that's on my machine. It is the quilting foot. Right here is the whole kit and caboodle so that you can switch to your sewing feet. So that is your ankle pretty much to go on your machine. So there's a nice convenient slot so you don't lose it. You do have a couple of 1/4 inch feet. So there's one with a guide and one without a guide. There's also just your standard straight stitch foot like this and a zipper foot. So any purpose that you need a straight stitch sewing machine for, all of those feet are in one convenient location, and it's labeled so that if you forget what that zipper foot was, it's right there. Makes it really easy for you. And then with the little styrofoam in here, it is perfect for storage so that nothing gets lost. So I'm going to put those away so that they don't get lost. And the other thing I want to point out, look at that bobbin. What is cool is that it is an M-class bobbin. So that's the same type of bobbin that a long arm quilting machine takes. So with the Little Rebel, they really designed this machine for quilters in mind, because this has a lot of features that a long arm does. It uses long arm needles so that they're stronger and can go faster. It has a built-in stitch regulator. It has the nice big extension table, and it has the giant bobbins. So when you are quilting, it should be a breeze for you, no matter what, especially if you've got the cutie breeze. Along with that, it does have, of course, the M-class bobbin case, and that extension table actually does flip up so that you have easy access to there too. If you're interested in a Grace Little Rebel, it is a great machine, and we have them up in the stores ready for you to play with. So come on in and check them out. And if you want to find out more, check them out on our website as well.